Now if Anchor, we're going to weave with this, she would be able to separate it. So let's try and separate it. And by the way, you don't really have to use this book. That was a joke. Okay, it's just a good heavy book. One that happened to be in the cupboard when I was looking for heavy books. Okay, so let's see if we can separate these layers. It's not very easy because, as you can see, it wants to roll. See, and when you've got to one of these knots, that's where they'll stick together. And you have a very hard time separating them. But if you heat it, it does help. But it would just as soon break, you know, as come apart properly. So you have to work it very carefully. Now the time to harvest birch bark right off a tree is in June. You have to be so careful not to take too much or you'll kill the tree. So I would suggest never taking it from the tree, but instead finding the logs after they've fallen on the ground. Oops. See, I'm just putting my fingers in there and lifting it very carefully. Uh-oh, it's torn. This is very tricky. You work your fingers under there very carefully. And being careful at something like this where it's cracked on one side, you see? And I'll make sure it doesn't get stuck in the crack there. Maybe we pass it. No, you see it's ripping. Right there it's ripping just a little bit. There we go. Okay, we did it successfully. So this would now make a perfect book cover. But it will have to be pressed solidly. I like to put it inside a book. Perhaps not on your favorite recipe. There we go, and then we have to weight it down. And you know one of the best ways to weight a book down like this is to put it under the leg of a table. But there's another way. Here I have my basket, which is full to the top of soaps. My soaps. Want to buy a soap? They're wonderful, wonderful soaps. Okay, so you have them. You have a squish now, like so, and that will help flatten it out so that when you're ready to use it to make a book, it will work. Now, another way to heat it is ironing. The iron will also work. See, this has got 2 layers there. This has got 2 layers there that I didn't take apart. You see, I could have tried, but it's so tricky. See, and this would be too thin for anything anyway. Anyway, it's a journal. See? A nice journal book. It's about all the times we went to the temple. Now you can also, when you get it ready, you can put your pages in. And let me show you the pages. You see, I've tied the pages here. See, I tied them right through. I used dental floss. In case you ever wondered how to make a book without, because you can't staple it in the middle. Anyway, that's it. So we'll have to do something with this too. I'll scrape this off and I'll flatten this. Okay.